So quickly we try to make this recording. We're going to try to write to you as soon as we can, and we have another recording that we want to make for you as quickly as we can. Something nice. All this bad stuff that we're telling you, that bad people tried to hurt us all and tried to do things. There's a woman here. I'm in our company. Okay, we own Orange. Hi, Orange. I'm an owner. You know that we're Edgar Bronfman's. The last two surviving Bronfmans. Our blood uncles and my adopted our adopted mother and fathers adopted me and my beloved husband killed my shabtai shabby's feet, our blood uncle, blood aunt, and they adopted me, and my husband adopted me and made me their daughter. So my husband became their son-in-law, and I became their daughter, as well as for being their niece and nephew. We own Orange. We told you. Our relative was murdered outside, and we told you the enormous man, obviously, and his woman, Elet, who tried to kill our people in Israel, who was a Catholic and a polyandry person, and a Christian and from America, tried to steal our things and tried to hurt us, and they're involved in kid production. So they said, well, we went all over this before, but we want to tell you that there's a woman in here, and I'm sure she was trying to stockpile things and do things. Our bank was hurt. Remember a few weeks ago, over a month ago? Obviously, they had something to do with that. The bad woman was with them. I seem to remember the woman, and she's obviously bad USA. And when I came in to try to use they wanted to let me know what happened. When I came in and tried to use the Wi-Fi, tried to use to charge the phone, she was getting smart and giving threats and all kinds of things, and see and watch what she does later. She had tried to steal my identity, like I tried to steal the identity of our relative, like I tried to steal my identity, like her, like the enormous man tried to steal the identity of our beloved abba nasik hairman. Hairman made Wi-Fi. Hairman also lost his arm, and so he would have a prosthetic arm. Okay, if he were still around. We're telling you all these things. These people did things. So we don't want this woman here, like the fact that we found those women connected to our also Orange Phone Company, Salt. We found them in Switzerland, and they were involved in kidnap abduction, and they tried to do things to us too, stockpiling people's information. This is incorrect, and obviously the enormous man was stockpiling people's credit cards. Bookings, okay, so you know what he was doing. Also Expedia. Okay, so now the real criminals, these are bad USA people that tried to steal our things and tried to take our things. My briefcase also was stolen in the bad USA. And they tried to take it. I have had a stock account paper for Partners Communication, which is actually Orange. From when I was a long time ago, me and my beloved husband committed shabtai to beat. So I said we're little kids. Okay, so it's that little briefcase. I had the nerve to carry that little briefcase. That was actually, it's like a toy, but I carried it around. Okay, so now we'll talk to you as soon as we can, but we have to do some of this because it's incorrect. We didn't like the women that we found that were murderers and involved in kidnap production that were trying to break into our phone things and trying to steal things. And so it's obviously that obviously that's not correct, and that's what they were trying to do as well. They murdered our family members and raped the Apostles Charles and the American government. They were bank robbers. Okay, so there's something wrong with this one. She's not from here, and I feel the employees, they know they have to be cleaned, and they have to clean, and there's something wrong with the woman. Okay, so I'm letting you know that now. So I'm sure they like called the police when I came because she told them I was a criminal, but she's a criminal because I remember her, and somebody just said, and now. All right, so our stuff is secure. 1984. Or they had that. They changed those. They did those books are being put away at that book place because we have DNA. Charles Manson and Squeaky Fromm's DNA would match that Manson's their son. That Manson son up there. So it's those criminal things. He tried to steal the identity of our beloved Abba Nasik Stephen, Abba Nasik David of Melech. He tried to take his idea. Okay, he's not that. And our Uncle Dad would be really much older now. So so we just want to let you know all the stuff that they try to do Nazism things. So now we'll talk to you as soon as we can. We want to write to help our people, because we inherit people and we inherit a kingdom, and we have many things we need and do to help our people. We have a beautiful video we want to make for you so you understand. The bad people try to solve, they're not going to get anything. And you see that God says they keep doing wicked things because they don't understand, and basically and they think that because you do bad things. In their realm, it's acceptable. But if you're good, they try to get rid of us because we're good people. They said, so it's not going to be that. It's going to be that God intended. The woman is really wrong. She's like everybody else who did things. And she's terrible. She told lies. That Norma Smith was stalking me, cyber stalking Interpol when I was still trapped in that hotel. That's not a hotel that we inherited. That and was King Hussein. And the man killed King Hussein. But said everybody knows that. The enormous man. He's not from here. But said, and so he's not Jordanian. He did a couple things. He was cyber stalking. And somebody else who was helping him. They said, so we just want to let that too. She had planned to try to steal my identity if she could have. She's not me. Isn't that right, our beloved Rothschild's family? And my beloved kmms is my husband. My beloved kmms is with me. All these bad people tried to steal our identities and try to take our things. The Nazis did things like that. But they could never be us because that's who we are. And our God gave us this intelligence for the internet and the system because people lie about what they do and they are caught doing bad things. That's why, so we could catch them doing bad things. If you have a division, Interpol, or the police division of cyber stalking, don't think that you can't be caught. People, we tried that before. There would not be a division of that. There's a way to catch, like stuff stays on the hard drive. It was given to us by God. The highly angels, therefore, love God's alone gave it to us from our God. So we could catch criminals because they're always saying they're not doing things when they're doing bad things. Like the Americans had a bad habit of starting trouble and getting smart, like this woman was back, and then call the police and say, I'm wacko and crazy. No, I'm not that. Okay, so we want to let that too. We have to help our employees that are good, and they have a hard time trying to get good employees, and it's going to be the way that God intended. We're going to live for eternity. I'm going to be happy, and it's going to be all good people. So I'm quite upset because it's quite dangerous that the woman would be dangerous that she would do such a thing. Our bank was attacked over 4 weeks ago. So everybody in the security division knows what the bad people tried to do, and the phone companies, something like that. They said that they were trying to break into our things. They could never break into our things. They could never do that. But they were trying to. That's why they bought that book, 1984. George Orwell wrote 2 books about fought in World War II, what the Nazis did, making animal, part human people, and how they would try to take over our computers and internet systems. They can't do it because God gave that. And we told you that God's Mosaic law, thou shalt not steal. They lost with that. That would be part of our gift that God gave to us. They said so. We don't steal. Part of our gift in our system that God would lock it up cosmically. They could never do, and they would be caught trying to do it. That's it. So they're still trying to find out, get information, gather information, try to steal, and that's wrong. That one was trying to steal, and be crooked, and they do dirty things. So we have to clean the phone company orange. Orange is from Israel, and they call me the salt of the earth. Salt is also from Israel, a part of Orange and Partners Communications. We have a lot of things. Now they wanted me to help and make this video and not write, so they could be helped here, and so we could all be helped. That's quite dangerous. The woman's dangerous because everybody in our bank died when when all the stuff around it is operable. The so-called restaurant where the canisters would be, they're serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and all shiny and new. And basically said that's if it happened there, why does the bank still have holes in the wall? Because somebody attacked our bank. Also, the people on the street, Dad told me to tell you that you will be able to we'll relocate people to have the vendors. We'll relocate you to different places and help you too, like everybody else has the shops. But the people that said if it ever happened to them in the bank that they want to be a memorial, so we're going to honor that, all right? That beautiful teddy bear bust. We're not going to not honor what they ask for if something happened to them like that. Okay, so now we'll talk to you as soon as we can, try to be careful, safe, and on alert, and we'll speak to you as soon as we can and tell you more things and tell you